Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Now April's almost over and I have read like what, 1.5 books? I'm in like a huge reading slump right now. What happened? I have no idea. The month of May is gonna be about getting me out of this reading slump. I got in a reading slump about the same time last year and let me tell you, I did not like read for like half a year, so I'm kind of scared. Today I made my TBR for May and instead of making something else pick it for me, I picked it for me myself. So this is my May TBR for getting out of a reading slump. So yeah, I picked out 6 books that I think I will really enjoy, books that I've just been thinking about and want to read. Let's jump into the video, see what sort of books hopefully will get me out of this reading slump. The first book is The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. The half book that I've read in April is actually The Stolen Heir, which is a reread for me, but I wanted to reread the book so I could fully enjoy this one because I was not the biggest fan of The Stolen Heir. I gave it a like 3-star. It's definitely better the second time reading it. Why? I don't know, but I feel like it is. But I really want to get to this one. This is from Oak's point of view and we get a lot more of Jude and Carden in this one, and I'm just so excited to revisit those characters because those are my favorite characters in the entire universe. I love them so much. Of course, this had to be on my TBR. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate this beautiful cover? Like, this is one of my favorite covers ever. I don't know what it is about it. This was actually released in March, so it's crazy that I have not got around to read it yet. We're fixing that. So this is the first book on my TBR. I'm so excited because I love Holly Black's writing. I love Elfham as like a universe. I love everything about it. So also some of the books that you're seeing in this video you might saw in my last TBR video, and one of those books is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I've been thinking about this book for the past month. I want to read it so badly. Why I have not gone around to read it yet, I don't know. I don't know, because I'm always thinking of this book. I always want to read it. I just have not picked it up yet. I have talked about this on my channel. These books are really popular. People either love them or hate them, I feel like. I don't know what I'm gonna be, but I'm excited to see. It's a toxic romance, which I have not really read about before, so I'm excited. This should be Gossip Girl, just in London, better. So I'm just so excited. It's about Magnolia and BJ, and I'm pretty sure they're like trying to get each other jealous by sleeping with other people and everything, and it's just like a big mess. This is definitely gonna be one of my next reads because I need to understand the hype. The next book on my TBR for May is this one. If you watch my videos, you're probably thinking, why would you want to read that? You despise the first book in the series. This is Scarred by Emily McIntyre. It's the second book in the Never After series, and Hooked, the first book, I freaking hate that. It's so bad. It's just not good. I've heard this is a lot of people's favorites. There are a few reasons why I decided to put this on my TBR anyways. First of all, I have it on my shelf. I already bought it, so I gotta read it. First of all, it's a dark royal romance. Like, I have only read one dark romance book before, so I really want to like read more of those books. I want to get into that genre a little bit more because I don't know anything about it, so I want to see if it's for me. And a good old royal romance, it never gets old. So, and the text in this book is like huge, so I feel like it's gonna be pretty easy to get through. I think it's gonna go pretty fast. If I remember correctly, the chapters are not like too long. Okay, no, they're like 55 chapters-ish, and this one is almost 500 pages. And look at the flop. Look at that. I can literally open the book up entirely and the spine will not crack. I just feel like this is gonna be such a comfortable, nice read just because the quality of the book just makes me want to read it. I don't know if that's like a universal experience or a me thing, but I also think that there isn't like too much of a plot in this one. At least in Hooked, there wasn't. Either like this is gonna be very easy to fly through, or else it's gonna slump me out. So also the cover is just so beautiful. I love pretty book covers. The next book was actually also on my April TBR, but I again have not been able to stop thinking about this book and I just want to get to it so bad. A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. This is also definitely going to be one of my next reads. I am beyond excited to read this one. And the thing is, I'm not even that like invested in the ACOTAR series. I'm not even the biggest fan. I didn't really like the series before the 3rd book. Like, it's so good. Also, this book is the 5th book in the ACOTAR series, so far the last one. And in the other books, we primarily follow Feyre, but in this one we follow her sister Nesta. And Nesta Nesta is like a character that's very split. Either you love her or you hate her, so I'm really excited to see what I'll think of her and if I'll like her more than Feyre, because honestly I did not really like Feyre. I felt like she was too main character-ish, too whiny, just a little annoying overall at times. So let's see if Nesta is more for me. It's just good to read a series that you're very invested in. This is also the last book, like I said, so far in this series, so it's gonna be a really nice feeling to like finish it off and know everything about this series so far. And that also means I'll be able to start Throne of Glass, which I'm super excited for. I think that series is gonna be a little bit more for me than this one. This one is very like romantic-y, where the other one is a little more heavy on the politics, I've heard, and I just like politics a little more. I mean, don't get me wrong, I need my romance still in my fantasy, but don't be too romance heavy. And I've heard that this one is like, this one is primarily just like, people say that there aren't much of a plot in this one. I'm just excited to read this, get through the last book, revisit these characters. Next up we have this book. It's a Danish copy and I have no idea what it's called in English. I'll put it on the screen, but it's by Michelle Mead. This was a book that I got years ago before like Book Talk and everything, where you would just browse different books, see if any of them sounded interesting, and this one sounded interesting to me. So a few years ago I read like half of it and I didn't get further. I don't know why. It's just been calling to me to pick it up again. I don't remember much what it's about, but it's about like a girl who is like a duchess or something like that, I think. She is about to get like married to this man that she don't want to marry. I'm pretty sure it's like a arranged marriage. She doesn't want to, so she runs off and she gets to this place where like girls are learning manners and all these things that she already knows about, to then go out and find rich men to marry. Does that make sense? Yeah, it just sounds very interesting. Like I said, I got halfway, don't remember much of it, but I really want to get back to it. So I love like royal books, stuff like this. I'm actually currently watching Bridgerton. I don't know if that's why it's calling to me, because it's not like the same thing, but it kind of reminds me of each other. I don't know. So this is definitely also my TBR. Like I said, it's a Danish copy, so it can be very easy for me to just like read through it, because it's obviously my first language. So now the last book that I have on my TBR is The Selection by Kira Cass. Wait, this is also kind of a, like something with courts and everything, right? Like this, I don't remember much what it's about. Obviously I have not read it, but it's short. It's like 300 pages. People are saying it's a cute little dystopian that's easy to get through. So I feel like that's gonna be really good for a reading slump, to just be able to quickly finish a book, a fun little cute. So that's why it's here. I don't know much what it's about, but I remember I thought it sounded interesting, so that's why we put it on here. Those are my 6 books that I put on my TBR for May. Hopefully those books are gonna help me get out of my reading slump, cause I miss reading books, getting through them. So I hate being in slumps. It's like you want to read, you just can't read. I don't know what happens. So I'm gonna make a few videos in May to see if I get out of the reading slump. Excited to see how that's gonna go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. That would make me so happy. I'll hope I see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.